Hello out there, we're on the air, and it's once again Hockey Night tonight in South Brunswick. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of Rutgers ACHA Division I Hockey, live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting via YouTube. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, lads of all ages, live from ProSkate Ice Arena in South Brunswick, New Jersey. My name is Trey Wright. Rutgers versus the College of New Jersey in the Battle of New Jersey here this evening for game number 9 of the Scarlet Knights season, coming into tonight with a record of 3-4-1. Looking to take on the 1-8-1 Lions from TCNJ in just a couple minutes time here, live from ProSkate. The first of a lot of games we've got on tap for tonight. On tap this weekend as well here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Starting just about now, Widener taking on Rowan D3, rather Westchester D3, and Ryder taking on Providence in their doubleheader this weekend along with tonight's action. Rutgers coming into tonight, like we said, with a record of 3-4-1 and on a 2-game win streak after spending last weekend up in Mercyhurst, a 7-2 win on October 26th, and then a 4-3 win over the Lakers on the 27th. The last, with a record of 2-3 in their last 5 for the Scarlet Knights, and then for TCNJ, right now running a very long 6-game losing streak and trying to get back into the action in their third NECHL matchup this season. The Lions were swept by Canisius a couple of weekends ago, but they look to get back in the win column, trying to get their second win of the season after taking down the Mountain Hawks of Lehigh back on the 21st of September, which is a long way ago, about a month and a half ago at this point, so it's been a long time coming for these Lions. Both teams waiting to get the go-ahead from the referees. As the referees and linesmen will skate out onto the ice, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for the Knights. Third line starting for Rutgers, Garrett Kada, Colin Smargan, and Raushan Nissan Garachi. Starting on the red line with Ben Jennings and Aiden Gorman on the blue line, and Thomas Sparrow. Starting in net for Rutgers once again, Kada, Smargan, and Nissan Garachi, with Jennings and Gorman and Spiro, your starting 6 for Rutgers. And then for TCNJ, Colin Elkowski, Logan May, Ryan Lagriola, the starting forwards, Jake Barrera and Matt Sislo, and Mike Businich gets the call between the pipes for the Lions tonight. Taking a look at the goaltending matchups, Thomas Spiro, 2-2-1 on the season, a 3.78 GAA and an 890 save percentage. Mike Businich, 1-5-1, a 4.74 GAA and a 90.4 save percentage for the Westwood, New Jersey native. Going to be a great night of hockey for both of these teams. Both teams that we cover here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. So it's going to be a little bit of a Devils Rangers-esque rivalry night here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. And it is definitely set to be a good one, as both skaters from either side coming out to their respective benches. It is Color Rush tonight. Rutgers in their road red uniforms, TCNJ in their road blues, for game number 1 of the Battle of New Jersey here in 2024-2025. Both teams will get set up, so we'll send it downstairs for pregame ceremonies in just a few moments, as Rutgers looks to get win number 4 of the season and get back to 500 here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. ready to roll after a wonderful rendition of the national anthem as it's game time here between Rutgers and TCNJ. Another look at the Rutgers starting lineup. Garrett Cada, Colin Smargan, and Roshan Nisan-Karachi starting on the red line. For Rutgers, Ben Jennings, Aiden Gorman, and Thomas Spiro make up the rest of the starting six. For the Knights tonight in their road red uniforms, set to be a good one here tonight, and we'd like to take a moment to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's action between a couple of NECHL rivals, between Rutgers and the College of New Jersey. Here we are meeting at the center ice dots, and we're underway. And this is pen to the paper for game number one of the Battle of New Jersey. Already turnover in the Lions' end, as Matt Sislo will send that up. Turnover, Nisan-Karachi trying to dance around Sislo. Can't do so. Already TCNJ pinned in their own end. Jennings back to the point. Shot through traffic. Goes off the pillows of Bucinich, and he'll make his first save of the evening. And Bucinich will cover that one up. 28 seconds into the contest. Already two shots from Rutgers, as that was Garrett Cada who put that one on net. Top unit coming on here for the Scarlet Knights, led by Connor Reagan, leads the team in points with 13 on the 2024 season so far. Not only does that lead the Scarlet Knights, it leads it's fifth in the NECHL coming into tonight. And the Lions will clear it out of their own end. That's poked away there by Max Werfel. This is Josh Kushner trying to get around the Lions' defense as Ryan Butchko will pin him into the boards. Kyle Pacholski lays a hit as Kushner will come together with Ryan Lagriola. There's a big hit into the corner there from Butchko, and already these two rivals getting physical as a shot from long range. That was Phillips an opportunity. Couldn't get it there. And icing will be called against the Knights, with the Lions able to get their first shot onto net. Rather, that was Ryan Wolter who put a shot on to Thomas Spiro. Spiro making his first save of the young game so far. Like we said, TCNJ on a 6-game losing streak, have not won a game in about a month and a half, as their long 7-game road trip comes to an end, spanning a long ways away. Icing is waved off as racing after that was Andre Amasquita, and Rutgers will pin it in their own end. TCNJ trying to clear it out. Taken back, a Scott Martin nearly leveled. Gets it up. Matthew Greenspoon drops back to Joey Greenspoon. And Joey was able to get a shot off. Shots even at 2 apiece. 2 down. 58 to go. And what is looking to be a good matchup so far. Spiro will send that up. Taking it the other way is Alex Sendecki. Sendecki to Hilliard. Hilliard, with Eric Santo right in front of him, elects to drop it back, and a little bit of confusion for the TCNJ side as Alex Gatsonis takes it. He's crunched into the corner. Turnover in the offensive zone as Amasquita trying to take that away. Bucinich had it covered initially. Rebound opportunity finally cleared out by Barrera. Colin Phillips is brought down behind the play. We continue to play on. Santo was racing after it. Hilliard after the loose change, but this is Barrera on it. And that one sent the length of the ice, but icing is waved off. Racing after it is Sendecki with Barrera right on his heels. Phillips along with him as Phillips will nearly send a Scarlet Knight into the bench. Helkowski trying to get physical with it. Lion is without a stick. Right at the doorstep, Bucinich is able to just clear it out. Backhanded back into the mid-slot as the Lions trying to take it out the other direction. Held there was Helkowski as Gorman will backhand it the other direction. Barrera will be the first one to touch it as icing is waved off as Helkowski was brought down by a Knight. As he was looking for a call, will not receive it. But it will be a face-off to the right-hand side of Sparrow, where Nick Stout will take it. And he'll face Jack Turner in the blue paint. Stout wins the draw. Gley sends it back across to Korobko. Rutgers trying to get it out of their own end, and they will. Stout wasn't able to keep that out. It's a foot race the other direction. Taking that back there was Appelizin. And Gley trying to get it out of his own end once again. Korobko at the center line. Instead, this is Aiden Gorman who takes it up. Tries to squeeze it up there for Turner as he's crunched hard into the boards. Seam pass intended for Helkowski. He's trying to race there, but Gorman will get there in time. And a lot of icing so far in the opening 4 minutes of this contest. 16:06 to go in period number 1. Still scoreless from ProSkate. A lot of dangerous opportunities so far as this starting unit will come back onto the ice for the Scarlet Knights. Smargan will win the draw as Nissan Garachi will send it hard into the corner as Butchko was leveled. Back across. Smargan was leveled. Helkowski trying to get it out. Smargan will take it away. Smargan will send a shot just a little bit wide of Bucinich. And Nissan Garachi sending it back. Poke check in front as Korobko nearly steered it into his own cage. Gley backhands it, turned over, right in front, they score! A defensive zone turnover from E.J. Gley, and the Scarlet Knights are on the board. And it's Colin Smargan. His second goal of the season for the Brandon, Florida native. As we'll take a look at the replay. Once again, Korobko trying to steer it out. It was Gley who had it. He turned it over. Smargan with a beautiful wrister. Pockets it home. And the first Scarlet Lamp of the evening is lit by Colin Smargan. It's a 1-0 lead for the Knights. Puck went into the bench, so it'll be a face-off in front of the Rutgers bench. Head coach by Joe Dickinson. Phillips tries to take that back across. Trying to get over the defense there was Garrett Cada. And Gatsonis will take it out of his own end. Even numbers across. This is another big hit. That's Gatsonis nearly leveled there by Albrecht. Gatsonis back with it, trying to take it away there. Gets it to Josh Kushner. Kushner to Stefanik. He just goes off the side of the net. Racing after it is Sendeki. He's pickpocketed by Kushner. 2:23 is nearly coming together as Rutgers will take it back out of their own end. This is Sek. He's got the red line. Try to get it to Gorman on the seam pass, but that would have been suicidal if he connected that. Would have been a hospital pass to Joey Greenspoon, and a big open ice hit as Greenspoon is leveled there in front of his own bench. So Greenspoon goes from potentially having an opportunity to lay a hit to being laid out himself as that shot will go over the bar. Backhander opportunity from Rutgers as Logan May will take this the other way. Spiro's got it and he'll cover it before Matthew Greenspoon could get in there. 14:06 to go in period number 1, and I believe that Smargan goal is going to be unassisted. There's a takeaway there from the TCNJ defense. Sislo can't keep it in at the blue line. Lions will have to reset here. This is Jennings sending it up. Icing will be negated as Jack Turner sending it into the boards there, as going into the boards was Logan May. Falling to the ice there was Jack Ellis, quickly losing a half step. Dumping it in is Thomas Hilliard. And Colin Helkowski will take it the other way. Logan May on it again. May nearly sent into the Rutgers bench, the open door on the bench. Philos will pin Sendeki. Nearly an opportunity at the doorstep there for Jack Ellis, as that will go out of play. So we got a good look at Jack Ellis. Marlton, New Jersey native, 6 points on the season for TCNJ. As Pachalski and Michael Chang will meet at the face-off dot. Rutgers will win the draw. This is Appalaisen, who gets laid out there by Pachalski. Albrecht sends it across the other direction. 13:06 to go. Nearly turned over once again as Eric Santo will get it up. This is Kyle Pachalski. 1-on-3 the other way, and Pachalski is going to receive a hit there from Albrecht as the fours will collide and remain in the corner. Ryan Walter from the blue line sends it back up. Albrecht the other direction with it. Starting in his own end. Knocked down by Amaskita. Nearly brought down there by Appalaisen. And Butchko will start in his own end once again. Long range shot from Butchko. Took a little bit of a ground bounce in front for Mike Bucinich, and he'll cover it up. Approaching the midway point early in period number 1. In case you're just tuning in, 1-0 Rutgers leads off of a Colin Smargan scoop and score. We'll get the official word on assists during the first intermission. We'll get you them after the first intermission concludes in period number 2 as Helkowski throws a hit on the far side. Glide back with it, and that was a good stick in the air there from Sendeki to prevent a 2-on-0 opportunity the other way as Rutgers sends this the length of the ice. Nissan Garachi trying to get there, but there by a half step was Alex Gatsonis, and it's icing once again against Rutgers, and looking like a little bit of a bakery here so far on the NHL rank at ProSkate with the amount of icing we've had. Linesmen are going to determine that'll be to the left-hand side of Sparrow, as Turner will win the draw on that. Butchko nearly pinned into the corner. 2 Lions and 2 Knights are fighting for it as Rutgers will come back with it the other direction. Big hit from behind onto Smargan, taking back the loose change there, and bull rushing his way through was Joey Greenspoon. Shot goes wide of the cage. Butchko, long seam pass across to Keita. Keita all by himself as the Scarlet Knights will change. Digging away at it is Scott Martin, and not able to keep it in the zone was Gorman, and Rutgers will have to reset. Another turnover. This is a shot saved by Bucinich. Rebound comes to the other side. Trying to get that back away there is Amaskita. And it comes back into the neutral zone. Right at the red line is Jennings. He'll put one on. Waffle boarded in the end wall by Bucinich. Martin taking it back. Trying to get it there was Rich Stefanik. Digging hard is Lagriola. Ryan Lagriola can't keep it. Stefanik bull rushing. He's brought down to the ice. Smargan back on it. Taken there, Connor Reagan. Reagan with the shot, cranks it over. A lot of time and space on that far side. And they score! Connor Reagan from a ridiculous angle doubles the lead. Oh my goodness. I can't believe he hit that. We'll take a look at it again. Reagan with the initial chance goes to the other side. And Reagan from right behind the doorstep, he put it off of the back of Mike Bucinich. Unbelievable play from Connor Reagan, and it's 2-0 Rutgers. As the fans liking that big hit there from Jack Turner. Pachalski will take it back, tries to crank it around. He's denied there. Stout swatting at the play. Askin will clear it out as this is Ryan Walter. Tried to get it over to cross and just barely offside there for a brief moment was Matthew Greenspoon. Harrison Albrecht on it. Albrecht gets it across. And Stout is able to get it. Now a one-on-one opportunity. This is Ellis. Ellis trying to get around, but a good back check there from Jennings. Another chance for Matthew Greenspoon. He's denied. Pachalski takes it. Pachalski wires it. Rebound collected. Now still the doorstep is Helkowski. He's brought down and a good save there from Sparrow. Third shot of the night for TCNJ. Sparrow a perfect 3 for 3 so far. And his offense has been cooking in front of him. Smargan and Reagan with the goals so far in this first period. And Connor Reagan still getting over a ridiculous behind the back play, behind the red line. Looked a little bit like the Sonny Milano, Trevor Zegras play from a couple of years ago. More looks like something Jack Hughes would do, was hit hard in the boards was a Lion. That was Aiden Gorman with a little bit of a board there. Santo back with it. Another shot opportunity and it's denied. Blocked in front again. Karabko's chance goes to Santo. Santo trying to play it across to Martin as the net comes off of its moorings. So the Lions starting to buzz here with 9:01 to go in period number 1. Trying to just get any quality chances that they can get. Remember, these two are NECHL rivals in the Battle of New Jersey, where Rutgers leads right now early in the first period. And going up in the netting was Nissan Garachi's backhander, and we'll get another face-off to the left-hand side of Sparrow. Martin Smargan at the dot. Race forward as Martin will initially win it. Helkowski trying to get there, but it's Nissan Garachi who sends it out. He's got the stick lifted. It's hit hard into the boards. Helkowski laying the boom into Smargan. And Barrera, rather Gatsonis the other way. Turns it around a red jersey over to Helkowski. Helkowski will turn it over. As Gatsonis fell to the ice, Martin will stay out here. 8:23 to go in period number 1. The Lions coming back with it the other way. Karabko across, trying to get it over to Galai, but he was blocked in front there by Askin. Rutgers the other direction. 3-on-3 opportunity, steered aside by Bucinich in the far corner. 2 big hits and another big whiff there from a Knight in the corner. I believe that was Sendeki who whiffed on a hit. Karamanos all the way across. This is Josh Kushner with it. Kushner! Oh my goodness, he laid a big hit on Mosqueda. Turn aside. Kushner with an opportunity, just goes off the tape. And we've seen on the TCNJ side of things how physical Josh Kushner has been so far this season. And it nearly led to a good opportunity. Both teams kind of fall into the ice here with 7:20 to go in the first period. A lot of players colliding with each other, especially on each other's teams, so looking like a little bit of AAU hockey so far. As screaming down the center, this is Connor Reagan. Reagan on it, he cranks it just high. Oh, that would have been a house call there for Reagan's second of the evening. as a delayed offside is called against Rutgers. But they'll tag up with it. Sislo back with it. He's pinned to the far side by Werfel. Werfel will take it away. Sent back at the point. Sendecki with it. Back across to Werfel. Werfel waiting for option. Sends it back. Werfel not able to keep it in as Albrecht is. Albrecht with a shot. Bucinich will say enough of this. And he'll cover it up. Again, a lot of good opportunities from both sides. 6:36 to go in period number 1. Shots 8-4 in favor of the Scarlet Knights, and they lead by that much, 2-0. Pass goes through the goal crease, nothing there. Ellis sends one in. Lost and escapes was Pacholski. And Stout will send it back, but Ellis wasn't there in time. And icing is going to be waved off. We're seeing a lot of miscommunication from this TCNJ team. A lot of icing called against the Lions, a lot of miscommunication with the new system that Paul Baccio and Andrew Duco have devised over the last couple weeks. Again, still very early in the game, still only trailing by 2. TCNJ trying to get back into it, but Rutgers with a pretty sizable pressure point. Shot nearly trickles through, and just getting it out of there was Ryan Walter. Oh my goodness. From downtown, that was Karamanos, who nearly tripled the lead there on Rutgers' 9th shot of the night. They do win the draw. Another opportunity, nearly going back behind Bucinich again there, was Askin. Askin and Stout. Askin will take it over. Askin waiting for options, gets to Butchko, and it just goes off of a leg in front. Follow-up opportunity, nearly gloved down by Askin. Foot race forward in the far corner. Askin on it again. Rather, that was Turner who was waiting for an option. Puck flutters out and is kept in by Butchko. Butchko cranks it through traffic, didn't even reach a leg in front as Lagriola will clear it. Pacholski racing after it with Butchko. Butchko across to Karamanos. And now a 2-on-3 that's got a big hit in the corner. Throwing the body was Hilliard. Ellis with time and space gets it to Pacholski. Pacholski will just wire it out of there. He is gassed. And he'll skate back to the bench. Fresh units on for TCNJ. Shot from Gatsonis. Rebound collected and cleared. Greenspoon back across, and this is sent in there by Martin. Gorman with it. Racing through there was Greenspoon as it's brought back out. Nissan Garachi sends it back up, and he's got it on the far side. Nissan Garachi holds it. Takes it back. This is Santo, a 2-on-3. And trying to stick it all the way to the half wall there was Joey Greenspoon as he's lit up. Colin Phillips looking for a wraparound chance. Scramble at the doorstep. And the Scarlet Knights hold on. Nissan Garachi back with it. Backhander, not enough loft on it. He'll finally get it out to neutral territory. Big change for Rutgers, but they're only able to get a handful on. TCNJ will now make changes of their own as Sendecki is back onto the ice with Albrecht. Looking for an opportunity from long range was Helkowski as Glei will come after it with Sendecki. Glei and Sendecki nearly coming together. Karamanos, rather Apelizan with it. He's pickpocketed by Scott Martin. Martin sends it in as he's hit right at the last second. Albrecht's on it, and it's sent back instead to Helkowski, who's laid out by Apelizan. Helkowski racing after it again. He and Sendecki fighting for it in the far corner. 3:33 to play in period number 1. Glei will join the fray, and he tries to get it out of there. Instead, this is taken out by Apelizan. Icing is waved off as trying to get after it is Amosquita. He'll lay the body as Amosquita and Kushner will collide. Digging after it was Smargan on the far side. And the seam pass way too out in front for Ryan Lagriola in order to be another icing. TCNJ was buzzing on that sequence. They were able to get 4 consecutive shots on a Thomas Spiro, but he has been good so far. 7 for 7 between the pipes. 7 for 9 has been Mike Bucinich, with either goaltender having lucky number 7 amount of saves so far in this contest. Butchko sends it back the other direction. Werfel was trying to get after. Another opportunity as Bucinich was out of position. Lagriola trying to get it out of there. This is Sislo who will take it away. Sends it into the corner. Kushner back after it to Logan May. May nearly hit as Lagriola was racing after it. This is Karamanos taking it up. Reagan on it again. 2-on-1 for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights as Reagan tried to get it to Werfel on the 2-on-1. May will skate it out. This is all the way to Kushner. Kushner trying to get it, but a good back check there from Karamanos prevents an odd man breakaway. Reagan back on it as Kushner and Butchko will come together. Both skaters looking for respective calls. Reagan at the doorstep trying to get it across. Bucinich was able to get a paddle on it. Lions trying to get out of their own end. Sticks high. 2 minutes to go in period number 1. As Stout will slow the tempo down. Gets it across to May. May will wire and fire it on the dump in. Stout the other direction. Trying to get there is Kushner again. He'll get it to Stout. Jack Ellis is brought down, much to the delight of the Rutgers crowd. Reagan on it again. Reagan dancing through as he's has his pocket picked, and nearly another opportunity there for Rutgers. Jennings on it. Rather, that was Gorman who tried to get it across to Jennings as TCNJ has been really, really poor so far in their own zone play as Scott Martin is able to get to the blue line. Taken back. Pacholski is on side as he's nearly leveled by Turner. TCNJ sends a shot on. Pacholski taking it back. He lays the boom with Hillier as he and Hillier will come together. Follow-up opportunity saved by Spiro. Under a minute to play in period number 1, and that will be icing as Sislo will easily beat out Hilliard on that play. Still haven't had a penalty yet so far in this game with 50.3 to go in period number 1. As Martin and Turner will meet at the dot, and Jack Ellis a little late getting off the bench here for this unit. With 50 to play in the period, Martin wins the draw. Shot from Logan May. A howitzer just goes off the stanchion. Sislo keeps it in, but taking it back there is Gorman. Gorman nearly turned it over. Trying to get it there, and he will turn it over. Martin waiting for options. Sent to the point. Sislo keeps it in. May across. May with a lane right at the doorstep. Halkowski trying to get around. Sparrow was just barely bailed out. Another opportunity from May goes high. Lions buzzing. 15 to go in the period. Shot not nearly blocked out of there as Askin will bring it to the red line. Sislo was cross-checked into the bench, and another hit there, as that's going to be a penalty going against Rutgers. That was Hilliard who boarded Sislo hard right in the referee circle. And with 0.3 seconds to go, TCNJ will get the game's opening penalty, rather power play. And we'll see if Paul Baccio tries to get the extra skater on here for the last third of a second here in period number 1. And not even able to get a face-off win there were TCNJ. But 20 down, 40 to go as the Scarlet Knights lead TCNJ 2-0 after 20 goals from Colin Smargan and Connor Reagan. bring us to the current 2-goal lead. But with 1:59 remaining of penalty time to go, TCNJ will be on a very long man advantage when we come back. We'll step aside for a couple moments. You're watching the Battle of New Jersey for Rutgers ACHA D1 Hockey here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. And we're back after the first intermission here in tonight's Battle of New Jersey between Rutgers and TCNJ, live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Trey Wright on the call as the Scarlet Knights lead the Lions 2-0 after 20, as we're back here for the middle period of play, the second period of play, live from ProSkate. Like we said, a 2-0 lead off the hands of Colin Smargan and Connor Reagan. Taking a look at the official scoring from both goals, and we thought that the Smargan goal was going to be unassisted. Turns out assist coming to Roshan Nissan Garachi and Stavros Karamanos. And right now, the go-ahead goal and the insurance goal, that ridiculous play from Connor Reagan. Aiden Gorman picking up the lone assist on that second goal of the night. Shots 9-8 after 1. But TCNJ looking to get back into the dance here. They'll be on a power play for the next minute 59 seconds. An interference call from Thomas Hilliard will put him in the sin bin for the next couple minutes here as we begin period number 2, and a little correction on the timing of the other games here tonight. Ryder actually getting started just now as a puck drop between Ryder and the Friars of Providence happening right now as we speak, and then puck drop between Westchester and Widener all the way down at Aston, taking place at about 9:30 Eastern time here down in Philly at the Iceworks Skating Center. For Ryder, Carlo Pascal and Sam Wismer on the call. Sam making her commentary debut here in 2024-25, so a big congratulations to her. And then Ariel Melendez, the lone commentator in the Westchester-Widener game in about an hour's time. But that is, of course, then. This is, of course, now. 20 down, 40 to go, as TCNJ looks to get back in here as we begin period number 2 of the Battle of New Jersey between Rutgers and TCNJ. Puck is dropped in the pen of the paper for the middle period. It starts with a win as Scott Martin will take it back on the other side. Martin fans on the initial passing opportunity as Max Werfel will send it the other way. And this penalty killing here for Rutgers has been elite, top of the NECHL, an 88.9% save percentage, killing percentage rather, for this Rutgers group. And then on the power play, fourth in the NECHL are the Lions, a 17.6 power play conversion, but they were able to get 2 power play goals against Westchester 2 weekends ago. Looking for another one there as a big save there from Sparrow, covering up the rebound. Like we're saying, TCNJ was able to get 2 power play goals against Westchester 2 weekends ago, and Westchester had the best penalty killing percentage, 35 for 35 in all of Division 1 a couple weekends ago. So we know that this power play is able to strike the Lions. We'll just see if it's able to get them within 1 of Rutgers. Face-off is won by the Scarlet Knights. Martin is not able to keep that down as TCNJ will race after that. Businich will slow the tempo. And Scott Martin, the quarterback of this TCNJ power play, will dish it back across. May down the far side, rather near side, as he's nearly railroaded by Nissan Garachi. Butchko pinning Martin into the boards. Kept in, Jack Ellis trying to set it up for May. May back across. This is Rich Stefanik with it. Stefanik looks to go for the Michigan for a brief moment, sets it back to May. May with a little bit of open ice, 33 seconds to go in the interference, and Olkowski was at the doorstep, couldn't put it home. Martin puts one through traffic, waffle boarded, but not able to get there was Kushner, as the puck will come out of the offensive zone. 20 seconds to go in the interference minor. Rutgers looking to go 1 for 1 on the penalty kill, as Colin Olkowski tries to set it up. Back the other way, screaming with it is Connor Reagan. Reagan in a short-handed, big save, another big save there from Businich. Mike Busenich coming up big here on a couple of shorthanded opportunities. As the power play will expire, Lions the other direction with numbers, but Sparrow will cover up that shot. If we've got the replay, we got to see that again. Taking a look at it, as that was just a good play. And this is where it is. This is a good play from Regan, screaming down the near side. He cuts it around. Big save there, and a follow-up save. Oh, Keita nearly had the power, the shorty. And a two humongous saves there from Mike Busenich. And keeps this a 2-0 deficit. Looking to change that is Rutgers the other way as Gorman just a tad offside. Skating around, he puts the entire neutral zone defense of TCNJ into a spin cycle. Drops the puck back. Looking for a short-sided chance there was Turner, rather that was Sek. Another opportunity. Albrecht keeps it in, sends it across to Sendeki. Looking for an opportunity and blocked in front there by Stout. Would have been a golden chance for Rutgers to triple the lead. Back on it again. Right at the doorstep, they score! Connor Reagan, second of the game. Rather, it's going to go to Max Werfel. His 6th of the season, and tripling up the lead are the Knights. I thought that was Reagan who had an opportunity as we take a look at it once again. Another defensive zone turnover. And potting it right home right there. And I believe it is going to go to Reagan. Reagan at the doorstep. Werfel send it in, and Waffle boarded up into the netting there by Sparrow. And it's 3-0 Rutgers. Early here in the second. Shots even 13-12, but the defensive zone pressure from the TCNJ team has been not really what we've seen a lot on their broadcasts, and Rutgers has taken all advantage of it currently. And back the other way, Askin nearly had an opportunity. Icing is waved off as Askin lays the body into Sislo in the corner. Taking it back there was Turner for a brief moment, and Sislo racing back after it. Hilliard lays the boom. Kushner keeps it in. He'll take a shot there from Hilliard as he races after it. Kushner with a big green light hit there on the Gorman. And Barrera on the seam pass across to Kushner. Kushner gets it around Gorman, trying to get off to the races, but a good back check there from Ben Jennings. Icing is waved off as Jack Turner races after this. Jake Barrera, first one there. Hilliard was lining up a hit. As Barrera trying to get it back across, Phillips racing after it. And icing will be waved off the other side, so the referee's trying to get the game going here a little bit. Rutgers up 3-0 over TCNJ in game number 1 of the Battle of New Jersey this season between these two NECHL rivals. Santo back across, the 224s will come together. Caramanos held Santos' stick for a brief moment, no call there. Keita on it, sends it back, but Nissan Garachi couldn't keep it in at the point. And having a reset once again are the Knights as Caramanos will get it across. Joey Greenspoon intercepts as a big hit into the corner there from Phillips. Caramanos sending it back the other way. Shot goes over the bar. Caramanos on the follow-up opportunity. Save Busenich. Busenich reaching out to grab it and cover, and he'll freeze play. And Santos and Caramanos coming together. Santo and Caramanos. Briefly having words, the linesmen having to separate the 224s. So the game already starting to get a little chippy with Rutgers in a commanding 3-0 lead. And the Lions just trying to get out of here with anything. after their second off week of the season. Kada on it. Rather, that was Appleason who sends it the other direction. Michael Chang racing after it. Sends it back to the point to Albrecht. Albrecht through traffic looking for the redirect from Appleason. Couldn't quite get there. Appleason trying to get onto it as a big hit there. Crumbling into the boards was Alex Gatsonis. And he's slow to get back into the play. Albrecht holds up behind Sparrow's office, and he'll take it back on the other side. Waiting for options, board pass to Amaskita. Amaskita runs right into Korobko. And this is sent the length of the ice by TCNJ once again, and icing will be called once again. 3-0 Rutgers leads over TCNJ in case you're just tuning in. Connor Reagan with the last 2 goals. Trying to look for the natty hattie here is Reagan across for Werfel. He can't pull the trigger. Gatsonis digging it out. He and Glee will collide for a moment. Gly, rather. Reagan is brought down, gets it to Werfel. Werfel fires, just goes wide. Sek back on it. Sends it to Reagan. Reagan and Sek play catch with it, trying to get Werfel in the low slot. Can't get there. Gorman through traffic. Blocked in front by Bucinich. Reagan with an opportunity. Tied up on the other side was Sendeki. Back across is Sek. Second unit coming on here is Reagan. Trying to out-deke this TCNJ defense as Reagan and Stout will come together. A little bit of open ice here, and now to the bench comes Sparrow. Extra attacker on. Delayed penalty against TCNJ as that one just goes wide of the cage. 6 on here. Gorman through traffic, blocked in front. Gorman Reagan trying to get after it. He just gets to Gorman. Gorman through traffic again. Puck comes back to him. Opportunity from Jennings. That will come down. Rutgers still with possession on this delayed penalty. And finally, Stout will touch up on it. And it's going to be a slashing call against Matthew Korobko. So he'll go to the sin bin for 2, and it's a power play for Rutgers, their first of the night. Or rather, it's going to be Nick Stout who will go to the box for a pair. And the Scarlet Knights looking to connect here on the power play for the first time tonight. Second in the NECHL with a 21.2% power play percentage. TCNJ third in the NEC with a 70.4 penalty killing. And they desperately need a penalty kill here if they want to stay in this one. Turned over aside again, and nearly taken out of there was Jack Turner. Turner sends it back across and now brought down, clearing the ice there. Helkowski trying to race after it as Cato will start from his own end. Already nearly a quarter of the way through this penalty kill, power play rather, as Askin nearly turned it over. Butchko back with it. Butchko, Jennings, and Gorman look to be 3 of the 5 skaters on the ice. Askin back the other direction. A little miscommunication between Askin and Butchko and nearly bouncing over into the cage. Cato with it. He'll turn it over. Barrera just trying to get it out as Cato and Barrera coming together. Finally, the Lions will clear out. Sparrow sending it up as Jack Ellis nearly trying to get the Steve Dangle play to go. 48 seconds to go in the Stout slashing, a 1-on-2 opportunity. Big burst of speed from Hilliard. He gets around one Lion, can't get around Bucinich. And shorthanded the other way is Ellis. Ellis just trying to waste a little bit of time as he's brought down. No call as Logan May trying to send it across, but nobody was home in blue. 26 seconds to go in the Rutgers power play. Heavy forecheck here from TCNJ, but Ellis is out of gas. Taken down the far side. Sek with it, he scores! One-time wrister from Alex Seck. He'll get his first goal and point of the 24-25 season. It's a power play goal for the Scarlet Knights. And we knew that forecheck there on that penalty kill was going to bite TCNJ in the rear end. As there was just a really good play there on the far side from Max Werfel. He sends it across to his fellow winger. And it's 4-0 Rutgers with a commanding lead, and they're looking for more. As it's a power play goal for Seck. And Colin Phillips will ice it once again. Rutgers looking for their third win in a row. They took 2 of 2, sweeping the Lakers of Mercyhurst last weekend and trying to get back to 500 coming into tonight with a 3-4-1 record. As Hilliard with an opportunity, that one deflected in the corner. Nissan Garachi sends it back across. Kada trying to get it, finds Albrecht at the midpoint. That one steered aside by Bucinich. Stout flips it high, nearly goes into the netting, and a big hit there as Phillips and Albrecht will collide and both skaters go to the ice. We've seen this physicality from TCNJ all season long. We've seen a lot of physicality from Rutgers all season long as well. As another big collision. As Amasquita coming together there with Santos, save there by Bucinich once again. Follow-up opportunity just goes through the blue paint. Nissan Garachi with it. Driving around, gets it to Karamanos at the point. Nissan Garachi back with it again. He will come together with Pacholski. Karamanos is able to wire it and fire. It goes all the way up into the netting and out of play. Just past the halfway point in period number 2. Cue the Bon Jovi in the Battle of New Jersey. Halfway home in this one. And Rutgers with a commanding 4-0 lead. Shots 19-12 in favor of Rutgers. But they've been getting everything they can out of this offense. Connor Reagan with 2 goals. Alex Seck with a goal. And Colin Smargan right now would have the game winner the way things stand. But still only halfway home. And the Lions trying to get back into this one. Gatsonis will take it back in his own end. Racing after it is Amasquita. And trying to spring Colin Elkowski the other side as TCNJ will take this back the other way. Laying a big hit there was Apelizin. As looking for Helkowski on the stretch pass. He's able to beat out the icing. Butchko nearly tying up into the half wall with Helkowski. And falling off there was Gatsonis. And trying to get there was Michael Chang. Gatsonis will send this up to Helkowski once again. Helkowski and Butchko coming together. Dangerous opportunity right in front. Rebound opportunity just goes wide. Butchko and Helkowski fighting for the vulcanized rubber once again. Joey Greenspoon laying a hit right at the near wall. Greenspoon back on it again. Instead, this is sent up to Ben Jennings. Jennings trying to clear as another big hit there. Jack Turner laid hard into the boards. Chang will come together with Joey Greenspoon. Hilliard trying to race out the icing as he'll come hard into the boards there with Scott Martin. Martin down to one knee. Hilliard looking for an opportunity. Right in front was Askian, but he couldn't put it home. Greenspoon back on it, trying to get it out of there as Glai is a little bit of time and space in front of him. Waiting for options, puts it on to Sparrow, and he'll make the stop. With 7:47 to go in period number 2, 4-0 Scarlet Knights. Face off to the left-hand side of Sparrow, who has been 13 for 13 so far. And Rutgers' first NECHL matchup of 24-25. Askin will come together there with Sislo, is trying to get there is Logan May. Askin back with it. Sammy Askin trying to get it across. Spinning away with it is Sek again. Askin looking for it, trying to get there is Rutgers right in the low slot. Nobody can get it home. Stefanik, 2-on-2 the other way. Now a 2-on-3 as Stefanik is tied up. Kushner couldn't get there in time. And Oskin back the other direction. Good back check there from Gatsonis as he brings down Oskin. And now Barrera the other direction. 3-on-2 for TCNJ if they can hurry. Barrera with time and space. He'll put one on. Rebound opportunity. Kushner wasn't able to get there in time. Hilliard the other way. Puts one onto the stick of Busanic. 221s colliding for a brief moment. Driving the lane there is Jennings. He backhands one right into Busanic's breadbasket. And he'll make the stoppage. And it has been all offense so far. Here in this second period, 2 in the first, 2 in the second for Rutgers. As they try to get things going here. Matthew Greenspoon sends it around. This is taken back by Gorman. Back the other way. Reagan across, blocked in front, not able to get there was Werfel in time. Reagan pushing for it. He's trying to get the hat trick. Net is off of the cage, and net is off of its moorings, rather, as they'll wave it dead before anybody can do anything there. And the play is whistled down with 6:19 to go. Top unit back out on here for Rutgers. Third unit on for TCNJ as Pachalski's not able to win the draw. Gorman is. Gorman pinning Stout into the boards. Greenspoon the other direction. Greenspoon brought down there by Werfel as those two collide. As Reagan and Sek come together for a brief moment. Now Sek is on his horse. Dumps it on. Werfel down on the other side. Sek on the other wing. Gets it across. Werfel waiting for options. He's got Reagan in front of him. Reagan with the biscuit. Reagan brought down to one knee as he's dogpiled on top of by Pachalski. Point to crease shot from Jennings, covered up by Busanic. And now we're going to get Pachalski, who's going to take a run there at Connor Reagan. Much to the delight of the Rutgers faithful here as Pachalski and Reagan still going at it. Pachalski still right in front of the Rutgers bench. And no penalties are going to be on the play as the two just colliding for a brief moment. Will remain 5-on-5. 5:42 to go in period number 2. Shots 21-14 in favor of Rutgers as they are putting the hammer down. Greenspoon tried to clear it, blocked in front by Keita. Racing back after it is Gatsonis. Spins away from Nissan Garachi. Nissan Garachi back with it. Butchko keeps it in at the point. Butchko with a shot in front, blocked there by Gatsonis. Lagriola just trying to get it out of his own end, and he'll airmail it into the neutral zone. Brought down in front. Phillips running over Nissan Garachi in the process. And Karamanos on the other side to Butchko. Butchko and Karamanos. Karamanos didn't know where it was as Cato nearly turned it over. Scott Martin and it's going to come down here, and we're going to get a quick penalty. I'm not sure if it's going to go against, and it is going to go against Scott Martin as he got together there with Stavros Karamanos. And we'll see what the call is here, but TCNJ is going to go back to the penalty kill, and Rutgers will go back to the power play. It's a hold. going against Scott Martin. Rutgers power play 1 for 1 so far tonight. A PPG there from Alex Seck. Right now to make it our last goal to make it a 4-0 contest with just a couple clicks under 5 to play in period number 2. TCNJ playing tomorrow evening against the Wildcats of Villanova. We'll have the call for that in tomorrow night's doubleheader from the Cy Fieldhouse. The TCNJ and Ryder both playing tomorrow night. More on that after the second intermission. Putting a shot on, just goes over the cage. Werfel was looking for it. Reagan back with it. Reagan through the D, gets it across to Werfel. Werfel across, right to the doorstep. Trying to dig at it there is Rutgers, and they're not able to get it past Bucinich. As a ton of red and blue jerseys coming together there. And we'll take a look at the replay of that incident. See exactly what happened there. It was just a really good opportunity from both teams in front. And a scramble at the doorstep. I believe that was Reagan who wasn't able to pot it home. As the Rutgers fans getting rowdy here, a packed barn at ProSkate Arena for this Battle of New Jersey. .118 to go in the Martin holding call. This is held up by Albrecht at the point. Albrecht across, gets it over, and trying to dig at it there was Hilliard. Bucinich will make the stop, and Hilliard and Pachalski nearly coming together. I know Pachalski's fired up, same thing with Josh Kushner. As the second PK unit will come on here for the Lions, trailing 4-0. .405 to play in period number 2. And a quick check-in on the Ryder. Providence scores still scoreless with a minute to go in period number 1. Shot from Reagan goes wide. And exactly a minute to go here in the power play for the Scarlet Knights. Rutgers sending it up. This is Sislo who just clears it the other way. Killing a little bit of time as Spiro will set that up on the far end. And Reagan will reset. Rather, that was Reagan who fumbled the pass. Looking for a shorty there was TCNJ. Making a good stop there was Spiro. Racing after it is Seck. Seck already one power play goal tonight. Looking to get another for the Knights. Jennings through traffic, nearly blocked in front. Seck back on it. 18 seconds to go. Werfel with a shot through traffic, couldn't get it past Bucinich. 18 seconds left, lofted out of there by Lagriola, gets to the opposing blue line. 7 seconds to go, Werfel can't find it, Hilliard will get it. Hilliard through traffic, Hilliard puts Sislo in a spin cycle. Excuse me, that will do it. Scott Martin back on it, back to 5-on-5 as TCNJ will get its first kill of the evening. Rutgers still with a big 4-0 lead in the dying minutes of period number 2. Cato with it. Looking to get things set. Cato backhands it across to Smargan. Smargan is lit up into the boards there by Martin. Back onto the blue line. Gorman through traffic. Instead, he's just going to put it right into the glove of Mike Bucinich, and he'll make a stop. Shots 25-15 as Rutgers begins to pull away with a huge, huge lead in this game so far. Smargan and Barrera at the dot. Another face-off win for the Scarlet Knights as Nissan Garachi was looking for a redirect in. This is Barrera trying to stick it that back in the other direction. Spins away. It gives himself some time and space, but he loses the puck in the process. Slap shot opportunity just goes wide of the cage and comes all the way back to Walter, where May was trying to get it back. Walter is back with it, trying to get it to the red line. It's a little bit behind, but the icing is waved off. Helkowski trying to get it. Nobody can get it right behind Spiro's office. And instead, it's once again taken back there by Sek. Rather, that's Turner. Getting through, gets it past Logan May. Turner looking to go the defense as the referee falls in front. That opens a lane as Turner puts a short side chance on the Bucinich, blocked in front. Backhanded high in the air by May as Butchka will send it back. May on the opposite way. May look to be a little offside. Referees will let him play. Waffle boarded there by Spiro. Follow-up opportunity goes behind the cage. 1:12 to go in period number 2. Rutgers just trying to get out of here with a good 4-0 lead after 40 minutes of play. May looking to get something going for TCNJ on the other side. Helkowski trying to get it to Kushner. Kushner back with it. Kushner back across, kept in by TCNJ, but now it just goes off of a skate of a friendly Lion with 45 to play in the middle frame. Pachalski across. This has got Sonis back with it. Stretch pass to Kushner. Kushner trying to get it back as icing is waved off. Kushner back for Pachalski. One final opportunity for the Lions. Pachalski going through the D, looking for a behind-the-back grab there was Spiro. And the net comes off in the process. Nearly looking like the Patrick Waugh Statue of Liberty goof was Thomas Spiro. Fortunately for him, the puck going on the backside of the netting and the netting coming off simultaneously. And a stoppage with 23 to go in period number 2. Pachalski wins the draw, but Kushner can't get it away from Gorman. TCNJ with sustained zone pressure for the moment. Sek back the other way. Gatsonis back with it. As Gatsonis will come there with Connor Reagan. 3 seconds to go in period number 2. One final chance for Rutgers is not going to come to avail as time will expire. 40 down, 20 to go. And leading by 4 are the Rutgers Scarlet Knights over TCNJ. 4-0 after 2. We'll step aside for a few moments as we go into intermission number 2. And we'll be back in a few short moments here for period number 3 of tonight's action. You're watching the Battle of New Jersey between Rutgers and TCNJ live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. 40 down, 20 to go as we welcome you back to tonight's coverage of the Battle of New Jersey. Live here from the ProSkate Ice Arena between Rutgers and TCNJ. Live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Trey Wright with the call. And after 40 minutes and 2 periods of play, well, the Scarlet Knights definitely have a big lead over the Lions of TCNJ. 4-0 after 40. As we'll take a look at the points here. From that second period of play, it was indeed Connor Reagan who had that first goal in the second period, the third goal overall, an assist there from Max Werfel, so I'm not sure what it was on the celly line that they were trying to get at there. And then on the power play, Alex Seck from Connor Reagan. Right now making it a 4-0 lead. Nick Castellano style for the Scarlet Knights. Reagan with 3 points tonight. Everybody on the top line for Rutgers with at least 1 point. And TCNJ has yet to score. So far in this game, it's been a 16-save performance here from Thomas Spiro, as he'll lead the Knights back out onto the ice. I'll see if TCNJ elects to stay with Busanic, or if Ethan May will come into the cage, and Busanic will indeed stay in between the pipes. 26-16 the shot ratio, and I'd like to take a moment to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's coverage of Rutgers and TCNJ hockey live on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. We'll be back here tomorrow night or evening for coverage of TCNJ back over at the Cy Fieldhouse, where they'll take on Villanova and Rutgers. As this is their only game this weekend. But they'll be at Towson next Friday. That game starting at about 7:30 Eastern Time up at Towson, and then 6:10 puck drop tomorrow night between TCNJ and Villanova. And the Lions just looking to get out of Dodge tonight and focus on the matchup with the Wildcats tomorrow. Third period is underway, and it starts with a dump and chase for the Lions. Back the other side is Gorman, and he's not nearly able to get to the icing in time. So it will be an icing call here. 12 seconds gone by in period at number 3, and I heard the broadcast tonight, some technical difficulties with the Ramapo stream. We'll get you to the score when we can. Right now in the first intermission is the Ryder-Providence game, still currently scoreless from the Cy Fieldhouse. And Widener getting set to go here in about 30 minutes time. So we'll likely be off the air by the time the Pride will take on the Golden Rams of Westchester in about a half hour. That is, of course, then, and this is, of course, now, as this is Jake Barrera who will clear it out. Getting back on the play there was Alex Sendecki. And taken behind the cage is the captain of the Scarlet Knights, Albrecht. But this one will clear to the other side, where Mike Busanic will set it up. Stretch pass for Scott Martin, and he'll send it back the other way. Jack Turner with a lot of wide open space. Setting it up, big burst of speed down the right side. Turner to the other side, trying to get it across to Hilliard. He couldn't get anything on it. Karamanos tried to get it past to Hilliard. Hilliard will send it into the opposite corner, but not able to keep it in at the blue line was Butchko. And Ryan Butchko will recover, and he'll go behind Spiro's cage. And the Scarlet Knights will reset once again. Turnover in the defensive zone. May turns it over subsequently. 2-on-2 for Rutgers the other direction. Trying to get a quick shot on was Hilliard. He gets another backhander, not able to get it on net. Ellis a little too far behind. Icing is waved off as Butchko racing after it to try to get away from Ellis. He's successful in that regard as Hilliard trying to take it away there. Turner in the fray. Jack Ellis trying to get it back out. Ryan Walter will send it corner to corner as Ellis will race after it. Shot hard on the boards there by Karamanos. And icing is once again waved off as a full sail line change. Third unit coming on here for Rutgers. Helkowski was trying to take advantage of a little bit of a slow line change there as Matthew Greenspoon trying to take it away. This is Smargan, who's smothered there, but he's able to backhand it across, and Rutgers just trying to delete as much time as they can. 17:34 to go in period number 3. And the Scarlet Knights up by 4, and a big hit in the far side. And that was Alex Gatsonis, who's holding his shoulder. Clearly banged up on the play, lost the twig on the far side, and it's not what you want to see. Gatsonis going down, just barely able to get to the bench. Nissan Garachi sends it across. Cato puts a shot, just goes high and wire far. And we'll get an update on Gatsonis once we get an opportunity here as Sendeki, rather that was Jennings, puts a shot on. May the other direction, gets it back to Barrera. Barrera sends it up, goes off of the stick of Kushner, so icing is called off. Aiden Gorman receives a big hit, and Gorman down. Kushner is brought down, and play is going to be called as Aiden Gorman got absolutely crunched headfirst into the boards. And he got the wind knocked out of him as a mosquito will check in on his teammate. Harrison Albrecht was looking for a boarding call there as Kushner crunching the life out of Aiden Gorman over in that corner. And Gorman able to get back onto his skates as the faceoff will come to the left-hand side of Thomas Spiro. Gorman still looking for his first point of the season for the freshman defenseman. And Joe Dickinson not happy with the face-off placement, it looks like. As Dickinson will have a conversation with the referees, and doesn't look like he's going to get anywhere. Face-off will be to the right-hand side. Actually, it will remain to the left-hand side of Spiro. So the whole brief holding pattern will go away shortly as Reagan wins the draw. Pachalski taking it in the corner. Pachalski back with it, just trying to get TCNJ on the board. Is Kushner trying to get it? Pachalski just goes over the bar on the backhander. Crunch was Kushner on the Sek. As Greenspoon is hit hard into the glass, that opens a lot of time and space on the other side. Sek across to Gorman, as Reagan tried to get it back to Sek, but Reagan was a tad offside. So we'll get an offside call here with 16:11 to go, and props to the referees, props to the linesmen rather, for knowing how to call a lot of these offside calls with how faded the ice is here at ProSkate. Good on the linesmen being able to call these faded blue lines here. Is trying to take that away was Jack Turner. Askin sends it, he'll turn it over. Blocked in front was Joey Greenspoon. Greenspoon racing after it. Phillips puts a Scarlet Knight into a spin cycle. That was Askin who was going for a little bit of a loop-de-loop. Back across, Askin on the one-timer scores! Sammy Askin, the freshman, makes it a 5 spot for the Knights. As we'll get another look at it, as we saw Askin go into a little bit of a spin cycle. He collects it back, firing it across on his knee. Makes it a 5-goal lead for the Knights. I believe that was Turner on the initial assist there. As Rutgers cooking with gasoline as Paul Baccio, Rob Garmbeiss discussing the play with the referee. I don't know if he's going to get anywhere with it. I'm not sure what was initially wrong on that opportunity. Well, if there was anything wrong, it just looked like a normal 3-on-2. But Garmbeiss is not going to get anywhere with it. And it'll be a 5-0 lead for the Knights. They scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, as that'll be icing. And right now, have got 1 in the third. We need 1 more to complete the trifecta. Shots 29-16, 3 away from doubling up the shots on TCNJ. As the Lions just looking to go back home tomorrow night against Villanova. As Glai will come together with Karamanos. Backhander covered up. That was Rich Stefanik, who put one on initially, covered there by Spiro. Spiro looking to get above 500 between the pipes. Came into tonight 2-2-1. And has been exceptional so far. Hasn't faced as nearly as much rubber as Mike Bucinich has. As that will go high up into the rafters and nearly up into the crowd here. It was nearly a souvenir for a lucky fan. They elect to give it back. So we'll redo the face-off to the left-hand side of Spiro. Jennings trying to take the draw away from Stefanik. He goes hard in, and that'll draw a penalty immediately. Both referees shooting the arms in the air. And it's going to be a boarding call against Rutgers. We'll see who's going to the box, and it looks like it's going to be Sek. So TCNJ will get its second power play opportunity of the night. We'll see who it was in a moment specifically. And actually it's going to be Jack Turner who's going 2 for boarding. And it's going to be a 5-minute major actually. So an all-you-can-eat power play for TCNJ. 5 minutes of uninterrupted power play, and Connor Reagan. Both Reagan and Dixon asking for explanations on that, and ultimately it was pretty cut and dry. Cross-checking a player head first into the boards. It's a no-no in 2024. And it'll be a power play opportunity for TCNJ. 5 on the board, with Jack Turner going to the box for 5. And the Lions looking to do something here with a golden wrap gift. And just trying to get on the board here first. Shot opportunity, rebound comes to Pacholski. That's blocked by a red jersey in front. Glai, Stoughton, Pacholski on it with Barrera and Walter for the Lions power play. Gorman racing after it. Walter will come back with it. Trying to get something going here are the Lions. Like you said, an uninterrupted 5-minute power play. Trying to make this game interesting. Barrera through traffic, blocked in front. Rebound came straight back to Barrera. Couldn't get a follow-up shot off. Still has the puck on the tape. Barrera dances around, gets it to Kyle Pacholski. Across. Stout puts a shot on. Just goes through. Pacholski back with it. He comes together with Michael Chang. Barrera short side opportunity. Had Walter right at the doorstep. Couldn't get it home. Barrera back on it. Walter again. This is Pacholski racing after with Amaskita. Barrera. Time and space with 3:44 to go. Shot goes all the way blocked in front. Airmailed and comes down into the glove of Glai. Barrera back with it. He'll put a shot on. Rebound can't get to anybody in time. And Pacholski keeps it in. Tired, both power play and penalty kill here for both squads. Waffle boarded away. Rebound came to Barrera, but instead he'll come out of the zone. Pacholski back with it, trying to dance around. Nobody was home in blue, but Helkowski comes on with the fresh legs, and Pacholski will skate back to the bench. Martin keeps it in, trying to keep it in. Away as Cato has got it. Cato back on it on a shorthanded opportunity. Bucinich will steer it aside. 2:57 to play in the 5-minute major against Jack Turner. Stefanik is put into a spin cycle. Nissan Garachi across to Cato, and he just puts it wide. That was a good save there from Bucinich, rather, as another shorthanded opportunity. Albrecht puts it high of the wire. Helkowski trying to get around Nissan Garachi as he and Sendeki will come together. Racing after it was Werfel with 2:20 to go in the 5-minute major as Sendeki and Helkowski coming together right in front of us. Meanwhile, in front of Mike Busnich, nearly a shorty from Rutgers, as screaming down the right wing is Scott Martin. Martin to Stefanik. Stefanik, who drew the major, trying to get the Lions at least one here on this uninterrupted power play. Helkowski through traffic. Waffle boarded in the end wall. Martin on it again, trying to take it away from Sendeki, and he will. Helkowski keeps it in at the point. Back across. Helkowski back with it. Just goes off for the post. Oh my goodness. Just going off the crossbar was Colin Helkowski, and that has been a microcosm of the lack of puck luck so far tonight for TCNJ. Going square off high. Martin is still on there. A long shift with 1:18 to go in the major. This is Logan May powering through. Short side save from Thomas Spiro. Save number 23 of the night for number 35. And we got to see that replay there off the Helkowski shot. As we'll get it right here. As Helkowski had an opportunity and just sent it off of the crossbar and out. And still remains a 5-0 game with 1 minute to go in the 5-minute major. Falling to the ice was Pachalski, trying to get it out. Phillips sending it up, burst of speed from Barrera. Barrera through the defense, Jake Barrera puts it on. Another save, rebound opportunity, they score! 46 seconds to go, EJ Gley ends the shutout bid, and the Lions are on the board. Taking a look at that play once again. Big speed out of Jake Barrera, gets around the D, puts a shot on. Rebound comes straight to EJ Gley, and he scores. And able to get one goal out of the power play were TCNJ. As EJ Gley, his second of the season for the freshman. And TCNJ is at least on the board. Took 25 shots, but the Battle of New Jersey will not end in a shutout, as Pachalski will loft that the other way, and sending the net off there was Sparrow. Much to the chagrin of the TCNJ bench right now, with 28 seconds to go in the man advantage. 10:49 to play in period number 3. 5-1 Rutgers leads. As another opportunity there, Barrera was tied up in front. Gley looking for it again. Pachalski with a chance, just goes wide of the post. Stout laying a blast, another opportunity. Sparrow just falling on it in desperation. He'll cover it, and now we're gonna get a Donnybrook. Punches being thrown as it's a melee at ProSkate as Harrison Albrecht losing his mind. Roshan Nissan Garachi throwing some haymakers. And the linesman quickly settling in. And now Nissan Garachi is going to get into it. He is trying to get it with Colin Phillips. Phillips is absolutely irate as Nissan Garachi is going to get tossed immediately as Albrecht lost his mind there. And that has been brewing all throughout this game. So the referees are going to take a while to sort this one out. That should be a 5 for fighting for Nissan Garachi. And Harrison Albrecht is ultimately the one who started that. I believe Albrecht and Phillips will probably receive coincidental roughings, and then Nissan Garachi will probably end up getting a 5 and a DQ for fighting. But that has been boiling all so far in this game with 10:33 to go. A Donnybrook right in the corner. Players flailing, punches being thrown, and ultimately that was a result of just a mad scramble in front. And it looks like Albrecht is also going to get the game here. So 2 Rutgers skaters are going to be thrown out, and we'll see if Phillips is also going to get tossed here in the melee. As I believe that was actually initially Albrecht and Glei who were going after it. It looks like it's just going to be a 2 and a 10 for Albrecht. And we'll see if Phillips and Glei are also going to be knocked out. I believe Glei might also be out of this game, and I believe that he will. I think the only player remaining in that melee is going to be Phillips. And Glei is going back into the box here. We're trying to get this all sorted out. With 10:33 to go, and trying to look back on it if we can. Just a flurry of fists being thrown in the corner as a de facto timeout is being called here. Joe Dixon asking for an explanation on why 2 of his players were called out. Connor Reagan looking admirably frustrated, and Reagan is just going to be talking with Albrecht after that. So Reagan is very frustrated. So it looks like we're going to get coincidentals. And it looks like it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the next 11 seconds. So Phillips and Glei. So I believe it's going to be Phillips, Glei, Albrecht, and Nissan Garachi. They're all going to call that coincidentals. But I believe it was an initial roughing call going against Albrecht, and that is where the 5-on-3 will come from. And Andrew Duco is going to pull his goaltender for the 6-on-3. And Reagan trying to take advantage the other way. Reagan on the empty net on the far side. He puts it home. Slap shot goal. And it's an empty net hat trick to make it 6-1. And I realize that this is ACHA, and I realize that this is technically a Rutgers broadcast, but that was unsportsmanlike there from Connor Reagan as he slaps it home with 10:25 to go. That's honestly a disgusting act from Connor Reagan, in my opinion. So it's a shorthanded goal for the Knights as the gambit doesn't pay off for Andrew Duco. As Reagan will get the hat trick, making it a 6-1 game here in the Battle of New Jersey. Out of the box is Jack Turner after that whole shebang. Still 1:40 to go in the penalty going against Albrecht. Still a power play for TCNJ. That one blocked in front by Werfel. Another opportunity going wide. Reagan trying to dish it out there. Back across, another opportunity just goes into the netting, and a sharp angle shot. There from Scott Martin, just going out of play. 9:52 to go in period number 3, and certainly the fireworks have gone off. Rutgers is up 6-1, and by far, probably definitely their best performance of the season so far. They're definitely ready for the Tigers of Towson. Connor Reagan with a hat trick. Alex Seck with a goal. And just a lot of good opportunities here as they'll clear the end of the length of the ice there for Rutgers. Icing is clearly waved off. 1:10 to go in the penalty kill for the Scarlet Knights. TCNJ starting in their own end. This is Kada taking away, looking for another shorty there was Hilliard. He's knocked hard into the boards by Kushner. Lagriola skirting it up. Nearly kept in by Pacholski as Stout will race back for that one. May not able to keep it. Another short-handed opportunity as Pacholski will collide with Kada there. Jennings sends it in, goes off of the shin of Pacholski. 35 seconds to go in the lone showing penalty from that melee with 10:33 to go in the third. Trying to get it there was Logan May, and gobbled up by Sparrow. He's got another one. It's not quite perfect, but Sparrow, 28 for 29, has definitely kept Rutgers in this game this third period. TCNJ has been firing on all cylinders, but Sparrow playing out of his mind. He got the one blemish, but other than that, he has been on it like Blue Bonnet. As he looks to get back above 500, like we said, came into tonight with a record of 2-2-1. And Rutgers trying to get back to 500 themselves. 14 seconds to go in the man advantage. Shot rocketing into the corner and out of play. So we'll do it again. Face off in front of Sparrow. Greenspoon trying to win the draw as it comes back to Ryan Walters. 7 seconds to go in the man advantage. And it looks to be another kill here for the Scarlet Knights. They've been good on the kill so far, only allowing one goal on that 5-minute major as Amesquita will throw a big hit there, much to the delight of the Rutgers faithful. Sendecki back with it again. Karobko trying to get it away as Greenspoon flips it up. Greenspoon brought down, trying to dig at it there was Rubenstein, as Phillips and Chang will come hard together. Rather, that was Greenspoon and Chang, as Busnich will set it up. Hounding after it is Rubenstein, the extra skater getting his first minutes here tonight. Rebound goes off. Looking for an opportunity for the extra point was Rutgers. And instead, this trickles all the way back down. Ryan Butchko coming back to collect it. Gorman across, Jack Turner trying to race after it there. Turner still looking for his first goal of the night, with 4 different Scarlet Knights lighting the lamp scarlet. Taking it out is Scott Martin. Martin spins around. Elects to take it back to Ryan Lagriola. Lagriola right at the doorstep for Ellis. He can't get a shot off. Brought back, Sislo to Martin. Martin across right to Ellis. Ellis puts one on. Not able to get any sort of shot off there either. Hilliard with it. Hilliard fighting hard right in front of us with Matt Sislo, as Sislo and Hilliard will come hard together, and now we're going to get a whistle as Hilliard and Sislo kept fighting on it. Whistle was blown dead on the other side. I believe it was an offside. So the face-off will come right in front of the TCNJ bench once again. 6:47 to go in period number 3. Rutgers wins the draw, and it's sent back out of there by Ben Jennings. Jennings still after that. Rather, that was Turner on it again. Kept in by Reagan, and this is just steered out there and covered up by Busnich. Reagan looking for a fourth. And this is only game number 1 of the 4 broadcasts that we're supposed to have tonight. I know both Ramapo and Widener experiencing technical issues right now. As Sparrow will cover that up, Helkowski was racing after it. And wisely holds up before Sendecki was about to put him into a chokehold. As looking at the size of the disparity between Alex Sendecki standing at 6'3" and Colin Helkowski, who's a meager 5'9". That'll be a Brad Marchand versus Jonas Siegenthaler type battle, as Cato will line this back in, approaching the final 6 minutes of play in period number 3. Amasquita's got it down the far side. Still with it, is fighting with it, was Jennings, as he'll keep it alive. Amasquita back in the far corner. Gets it back to Jennings. Jennings going to get it back to Amasquita, and this is taken back by Smargan. Smargan crunched in the board, still trying to get after it. Cato back onto it. Amasquita on it. Amasquita playing as the third line winger with Isan Karachi being thrown out of the game for a fighting call. Cato with it again. 5:27 to play. Tied up at the point. Lions back the other direction. This is May the other way. 2-on-1. May pulls up. Pulling up. It's waiting, firing. Save Spiro. Oh my goodness, Spiro had it. Rebound opportunity and they score. Spiro with an incredible save. The puck somehow stayed alive, and Logan May puts it home. Oh my goodness, I got to take a look at that once again. That was an insane turn of events. Spiro on the initial save. Spiro on the initial save, and unfortunately now our replay doesn't decide to work on that insane save by Spiro, and it is so unfortunate that he wasn't rewarded for that, because that was an incredible save and a half. Pachalski trying to make the game interesting, as Amasquita Appelzian, who fell to the ice behind the play. Under 5 now to go in period number 3. Rutgers still up by a commanding 4 goals with 4:40 to go. Appelzian the other way, 2-on-2 for the Lions. Stout the other direction. Butchko holds up. Butchko and Kushner come together. Looking for another opportunity. There was Gatsonis. Shot goes wide of the cage. We've had so many shots tonight that have trickled over, and now Kushner was hit, and Kushner is going to get a slashing call. And Kushner is irate as he was brought down. He returns with a slash, and they say the second one gets caught, and Kushner is going to go to the bench here for 2. And he is visibly frustrated so far. 4:15 to go. What a game we have had, and what a third period in itself that we have had so far in the Battle of New Jersey. It's a 6-2 game. Rutgers with 4. They've had 2 goals in this period. Same thing with TCNJ, and the only thing you can ask for would this be a little bit of a tighter game, so a lot would be on the line. Power play opportunity. Hilliard can't get there. Back across. Werfel at the doorstep. He'll crank it wide. Puck comes all the way out. It's a slashing call against Kushner as the netting comes off with 3:51 to go in the period, 1:36 to go in the Kushner slash. And again, like we were saying, this game has had a little bit of everything. It has had obviously a flurry of goals, 8 in total, 6 for Rutgers, 2 for TCNJ. It's had a lot of penalties. We've even had a couple of fighting calls in that scrap midway through the period. And Rutgers, who leads the all-time series 5-1, looks like it's going to add a touchdown in series wins here looking to add the touchdown in the score itself. Hilliard wasn't in the mid-slot. Jennings will keep it alive. Karabko colliding with the Scarlet Knight as Reagan wasn't able to keep it in. Reagan still trying to get a Baker's hat trick here. He is onside, cutting through the D, and that's blocked out of there by a Lion. Pachalski racing after it. Pachalski tied up with Ben Jennings, and Reagan, time and space, screaming down the left wing. Holds up, gets it to Werfel, across, and looking for it on the other side was Turner. Jennings keeps it at the point, fumbles it. Pachalski takes it away, gets it up. This is Eric Santo. 2-on-1, short-handed. Santo sees it poke checked away. Gets it up to Ryan Lagriola. Lagriola through the blue paint. Phillips keeps it in the point. Short-handed opportunity. Santo trying to dig at it. The same with Lagriola. Reagan will clear it out of there. And Sek with 21 seconds to go on the man advantage. Looking for his second of the night. Sek back across. Reagan couldn't get there. Cleared out by Santo the length of the ice. 10 seconds to go. 2:21 to play in period number 3. And Spiro cheering the boys on as they look to get back to 500 before going up to play Towson next Friday night. 2:06 to go. Driving through the lane was Sekt again. Bucinich will make the cover. And just a couple clicks over, sticks in the air with 2 to play in period number 3. Shots even, 33-35. Thomas Spiro definitely been the first star of tonight. Second star will likely go to Connor Reagan with a 4-point night for the freshman from Haddonfield. And Reagan is definitely going to be a problem for the NECHL all in his career. He is only a freshman, ladies and gentlemen, and he has been nasty so far in 2024. Penalty time is up, back to 5-on-5. As Greenspoon was looking to lay a hit instead, it'll drop back across to Matt Sislow. Sendecki sending one through, blocked away by Bucinich. Follow-up opportunity, and Amaskita can't handle it. Rather, that was Garrett Cato who can't corral it. Cato back with it. It goes underneath of the stick there. Racing after it is Greenspoon. Greenspoon will come together with Sendecki. Greenspoon still on it, backhanded in desperation, couldn't get it out. 64 seconds to go in period number 3. Scott Martin looking to bring TCNJ back with it, but it's too little too late. As Rutgers is going to get a win here tonight as Martin is tripped up. And the Lions with 48.8 to play will get one final opportunity to draw within 3. And Thomas Spiro, like we said, has played out of his mind tonight. Connor Reagan, aside from the showboating there midway on the empty net, he has played a phenomenal job. Same thing with Alex Sek. A lot of guys tonight. Sammy Askin as well, who had a good goal there to make it a 5-0 game. He has been phenomenal. All around great performance here for Rutgers as they'll get back to 500. Kushner putting a shot on, rebounded aside by Spiro. Under 30 to play in period number 3. Kushner sends it up to Martin. Lions looking for one final opportunity here as Kushner looking short side, gets it to Martin. Rebounded into the corner, 15 seconds to play. Kushner back on it again, losing a twig there was Butchko. Barrera spins around, waiting for options, 5 seconds to play. Barrera looking to hold on and tries to get over to Pachalski. Pachalski backhands it, and that will do it. Welcome back to 500 Rutgers. They take down TCNJ, in the first instance of the Battle of New Jersey this season, 6-2 your final. What a performance from Thomas Spiro, 33 for 35. Spiro earning that win, and the offense helping him on the far side. As Rutgers downs TCNJ here in their first NECHL matchup of the season, batting 1,000. Here in conference play is Rutgers, and they will go into a long week break before taking on Towson next Friday night. And the Lions aren't done here this weekend. They'll be back at Sign tomorrow night where they'll take on Villanova in the first game of the BSB doubleheader from Sign tomorrow night, where TCNJ will take on Villanova to start things off, and Ryder will take on Providence in Military Night tomorrow night. 6-2 your final. What a game here in the Battle of New Jersey. Once again, not disappointing, in Rutgers continuing to have a good win streak going, 3 in a row for the Knights. They take down TCNJ 6-2. But on behalf of all of our staff here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting tonight, Dylan Manfrey, our camera operator, Emily Cott, our stream operator tonight, my name is Trey Wright. 6-2 your final. And we will see you tomorrow night here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, where TCNJ will take on Villanova. Still a lot to go here. Still a lot of hockey being played right now on BSB. But that'll do it here from ProSkate. 6-2 your final. Rutgers moves up to 4-4-1. TCNJ down to 1-9-1 here in 2024-2025. Thank you all so much for tuning in to tonight's coverage of Rutgers ACHA hockey, and we will see you on the flip side, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great evening.